This is another auntie moment for my nieces and nephews out there who are struggling, trying to grab a hold of life. I guess I put it that way. Like I said before, just know that as you grow through life, you're going to have a lot of challenges. You're going to have a lot of changes and a lot of people that's going to, of course, either push you farther ahead. I guess I put it that way. And push you farther ahead, I mean by, of course, feeding you that positive, feeding you the things that can, of course, help you grow and live a better life and to learn who you are and what you stand for. Or they're not going to feed you. They're going to, of course, start destroying you, I put it that way. Feeding you the stuff that's always based or comes from a lack of trust, I guess I put it that way, that comes from a follower's mentality, that comes from a traumatic mentality, I guess I put it that way as well. Whether that's prostitution, whether that's drugs, whether that's I don't know, wanting to deal drugs, gangs, whatever it may be. But just know that, like I said, you're going to come up against a lot of things in life, but you're going to have to know how to navigate through those things. Nobody really teaches you how to navigate through those things. All you see is your parents or whoever raised you navigating through the problems that they have, whether it's in a good way or a bad way. You have no idea until you grow up to figure out what things are. But just keep in mind that no matter how people around you may be feeding you, negative or positive, just keep in mind that you have to always feed yourself first. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're 10. I don't care if you're looking at this, you're 15, you're 13, you're 20, you're 25. You have to know that you have to always feed yourself first. I had to realize that as well when I was growing up. Seeing my parents, of course, trying to raise me and that kind of thing, they on drugs, all this kind of stuff going on. I had to realize and I understood that that wasn't the right way that I wanted to be. You have to have that inner drive no matter what somebody's feeding you. I wasn't fed the positive all the time at all, but I still turned out to, of course, feed myself in those positive, I guess, positive ways and that kind of thing, and to create myself a better life for myself. Like I said, I didn't have all the houses. I never actually stayed in my own house, actually. I still haven't. But like I said, definitely, a lot of things I may not have experienced when I was a kid, living in a house or being able to actually be a kid to go out and play. I did some of that. But like I said, having parents who are on drugs and there's domestic violence almost every day, it's hard to be a kid in that kind of situation. I'm trying to do that now, I guess I put it that way. But just know that I had to feed myself all those times through all those years, through all those challenges, in order to give myself the inner motivation, in order to, of course, make my own life better than what I ever seen before. It's not that you're comparing your life to somebody else, or I want to be like her, or I want to do the same things they're doing, or being jealous. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about living a life that you can be proud of, that's better than anything that you ever seen. However you want to create that, I guess I put it that way. Whether that's to a business owner, whatever you want to do, like I said, that's kind of up to you. But just know that you have to feed yourself first, no matter what anybody else is feeding you, positive or negative. Please don't forget that.